Hi beautiful people! Welcome to my channel. Today I will share with you my inventory for 2022. I started tracking my makeup back in 2020, so this is now my third year of tracking what I have in my makeup stash. If you have seen my makeup inventory for 2021, you might notice that the photos I will be showing looks familiar, and this is because I am using the same photo unless there's a difference in number. The number I will be sharing with you are the number at the end of the year mentioned. Let me now start sharing the numbers with you, starting with primers. I have 3 primers in 2021 and ended the year 2022 with still these 3. I was hoping to use up the Dr. Brandt but failed to do so. There are likely around 10 to 15 uses to fully use it up. I've already used that 8 times this year and it's still not empty. The Dr. Brandt and the Eliana Blur Makeup Primer on the left were in my Project 100 uses last year. For the Eliana Blur Makeup Primer, that is already around 50% used up. Both of these I am aiming to use up this year. Next are my foundations. I have 7 in 2021 and I still have the same foundations by the end of 2022. I was working on 2 foundations last year in my Project 100 uses and was aiming to use both up. These are the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation and the Happy Skin Anti-E-Aging Liquid Foundation. Unfortunately, these are still not empties by the end of 2022. I have put these 2 in my project pan, which is a project use up this year. Next are my concealers. I have 3 in 2021 and I still have 3 by the end of 2022. These are the same concealers in 2021. I worked on the Sansan concealer in my Project 100 uses last year, but still haven't managed to use it up, and I also haven't hit pan on that one yet. This year, I will be working on the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Next are my color correctors. I have 3 in 2021 and I still have 3 by the end of 2022. I have used both the red and the lavender shade of the Bella Pierre Color Corrector palette last year. I was aiming to use this up last year outside of my project pan, however I failed. These 3 color correctors are in this year's project pan. The red and lavender are in my project pan, which is the project use up, and the LA Girl Pro Conceal is in my project 100 uses this year. Next are my loose powders. I have 5 in 2021 and I still have the same 5 loose powders in 2022. I worked on one last year in my Project 100 uses, and this is the Nichido Final Powder in Pink Glow. There's still a lot left in there. From my estimate, it is now half empty after using it 101 times last year. I am currently not working on any of these in my project pans this year. Next are my pressed powders. I have 5 in 2021 and now I have 3 left in my inventory. I managed to use up 2 last year. These are the Wet n Wild pressed powder and the Marks & Spencer pressed powder. Next are my bronzers / contour products. I have 7 in 2021 and I still have the same 7 bronzers contour products in 2022. I worked on 2 of these last year, and these are the Careline Contour Stick and the Tarte Park Avenue Princess, which I managed to hit pan on. Next are my blushes. I have 38 pans in 2021 and by the end of 2022, I have 33 pans of blushes. The numbers went down not because I managed to use up 5 blushes, but rather I've decluttered 5 blushes, and this is because they have gone bad. The 5 blushes I decluttered are a L'Oreal blush, a Pacifica Coconut Blush Duo, that is the shade Beaming, and that is the one I decluttered. The other blush in this duo is Tender Heart, and that one I was able to use up back in 2020. And the other 3 blushes I decluttered is a Chawil Terracotta Blush. It's just in one packaging, in one pan, but I counted that as 3 blushes because there are 3 shades in there. For the loose powder blush, I have 2 in 2021 and I still have the same number of loose powder blushes in 2022. The blush on the right I have used in 2022 to create a Franken blush. I use very little of this. It is very pigmented and I mix it with a lot of light pink blush. I created another Franken blush this year for one of my project pan, and it is the same mixture but of different quantity, as the blush I Franken this year is much more pigmented than the one I made last year. For the liquid blush, there's no change. I still have one in 2022 and it is still that Juicy Pang blusher. For the cream blush, there's no change as well. I still have that Alouette lip and cheek tint. I categorize this under blushes since I've been using this on my cheeks rather than on my lips. I worked on this last year in my Project 100 uses. Total number of blushes in 2021 is 42. By the end of 2022, total number of blushes is 37. It went down by 5 because of the 5 blushes I decluttered that went bad. Next are my highlighter. I have 13 in 2021 and I still have 13 in 2022. I still have the same highlighters. I worked on the Becca highlighter, that is the number 8 product in the photo, and the Urban Decay highlighter, that is the number 10 product in the photo, in my Project 100 uses last year. I did not hit my goal of using both of these 100 times each. So both of these are still in my Project 100 uses this 2023. I am aiming to reduce the number of highlighter this year by using up the Seraphine Luminude highlighter, and that is the number 11 product in the photo. Next are my eyebrow products. Starting with the Eyebrow Pencil, I have 4 in 2021 and I managed to use up 2 in 2022. One is the Vice Doll, the one on the leftmost in the 2021 photo, and the other one that I don't remember the brand name, that is the one on the rightmost in the 2021 photo. And then I have one eyebrow gel. This is the same eyebrow gel I have in 2021. I still haven't tried this. Next is my eye primer. I have one in 2021 and it is still the same eye primer that I have in my inventory in 2022. It is a e.l.f. eye primer. I was hoping to use that up last year, but unfortunately I only used that a few times. I have now put this product in my project pan this year. Hopefully this time I'm able to use this up. Next are my eyeshadows. Starting with those in pans, in 2021 I have 751. By the end of 2022, I have 757. Let me explain why it went up by 6 eyeshadows. I was gifted towards the end of the year a 10-pan eyeshadow palette. I managed to use up 2 eyeshadows early last year, and these were the eyeshadows I worked on in 2021, which were almost fully used up. I decluttered 2 single eyeshadows, one to an interested buyer and the other one, I threw it away because it shattered on the floor when the palette dropped accidentally by my cat. I was hoping to use up a number of eyeshadows in my inventory this year. I am working on 8 eyeshadows in my Panda palette this year, and the goal is to fully use up the eyeshadows in the palette. Next are my loose eyeshadows / pigments. I have 3 in 2021 and I still have the same 3 in 2022. I haven't worked on this in 2022. Next are my liquid eyeshadows. I have 3 in 2021 and I still have the same 3 in 2022. Next are my eyeliners. I have 4 in 2021 and I still have the same 4 in 2022. I haven't worked on this in 2022 and I have been using eyeshadows to line my eyes. Next are my mascaras. I have 10 in 2021 and I still have the same 10 in 2022. I also haven't worked on this in 2022, but I recently opened one this year, and this is the Tarte's mascara. Next are my lip products. Let me start with my bullet lipstick. I have 21 in 2021, and by the end of 2022, I have 20. I decluttered one, and it is the e.l.f. bullet lipstick, and this is because it has gone bad. That is the second lipstick from the left on the bottom row in the 2021 photo. I have 4 lipstick sample in 2021 and I still have the same 4 lipstick sample in 2022. I was aiming to work on this last year and at least using up the one that is already opened in 2021. But I failed to do so. My excuse is that I was working on a number of lip products in 2022 and there were also a period of time that I wasn't putting on lipstick at all. I have 1 lip crayon in 2021 and I still have the same lip crayon in 2022. I have 3 lip gloss in 2021. I managed to use up the BTLA lip gloss on the left in the 2021 photo, bringing the number down to 2 in 2022. I have 11 liquid lipstick in 2021. I managed to use up 1 liquid lipstick and that is the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit. In the 2021 photo, that is the third one from the left. Hence, in 2022, the number is down to 10. I have 4 lip liners in 2021. I still have these 4 in 2022. I did not work on any of these in 2022. Total number of lip products in 2021 is 44. By the end of 2022, the total number is 41. Last category are my setting sprays. I have 2 in 2021 and I still have these 2 in 2022. I worked on the Body Shop Vitamin E Face Mist in my Project 100 uses last year but failed to hit the goal. End of 2021, I have a total of 911 products. I added 10 products in 2022 and that is the 10 pan eyeshadow palette. For the reduction, total is 16 products. I used up 2 pressed powders, decluttered 5 blushes, used up 2 eyebrow pencils, used up 2 eyeshadows, decluttered 2 single eyeshadows, used up 1 lip gloss, and 1 liquid lipstick, and lastly, decluttered 1 bullet lipstick. This means a reduction of 6 products in the total. So my total products in 2022 is 905. In 2022, I was aiming to use up these products. I only managed to use up 3. The 2 pressed powder and the eyebrow pencil. The rest of the products I hope will be out of my inventory this year. I am working on most of this in my project pans this year. So this is my makeup inventory for 2022. Thank you all for watching and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!